was a bright and beautiful sunny morning on the island of Sodor.
Well, Gallo, it's first is coming forth is scoring the big blue engine, happily.
You look very proud today, said Edward. Oh, yes, I am, says Gordon. I'm the strongest in the past. Strongest in the past, says James. Who needs that big engine anyways? Oh, come on, James, says Thomas. He's big and strong and reliable, too. And he can pull the express really fast. Unlike any other engines. Just then, Henry popped up. My, says Henry. What's going on here? Here Solomon was talking about Gordon being the best big blue engine on the island of Sodor and can pull the express really well. Oh, Henry, says Gordon. Everybody's talking about it. Except for Rosie-James and James, who thinks that I'm not really spread and boastful and reliable. Ha 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 ha, says Henry.
Well, take a while out, James, says Henry.
Before James could say anything, Percy popped up. There was a big, huge tether engine right here on the island of Sodor just last night, and I saw him.
And he's huge.
The engines were surprised and cross. Disgraceful, says Gordon. New fragment nonsense, says Edward. Disgusting, says James. Despicable, added Henry. Thomas could not believe his eyes. A big tether engine came to Sodor last night? Before anyone could say another word, they heard a whistle that sounded like this. But then they were all in for a big surprise. It was the big tether engine. It was so huge. The engines were amazed and surprised. Oh my God, they all said. Just look at him! It came closer and closer and closer until it stopped just right in front of Thomas's buttons. Hello there, wanna talk? No! Scream all the engines. Ran away from the big tether engine as fast as they can. All of them except for Thomas, who was stuck right in front of him. Hey you, what are you doing here on the island of Sodor? And who's that behind you? Those two coaches. Those are Eddie and Crabble, says Thomas. Those are my coaches. Your coaches? Huh. I see. I wasn't sure if I wanted to take some passengers today with me. I was looking for some coaches and there was none. Can you please help me look for some coaches for me to pull? Why, sure, says Thomas happily. But first, I'll copy your arm and then you will push me to find some coaches for me. Soon, Thomas and the big engine pop along on the main line.
You see, I can find some coaches for you. Oh, thank you.
The two engines enjoy their day out. When the day's work was done, Thomas headed home to Tim's sheds. Oh my gosh, he says. I guess that engine could be big and strong and powerful. But I don't know he's much powerful than Gory, he thought to himself. Just as Thomas was running to the bend, something unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, he could not believe his eyes. It was one of his friends, the one who was talking to with him today. He was flying in the sky. Sinners and ashes, says Thomas. How does he do that? The big engine raced over Thomas. Look at me, he said. I can fly like a bird in the sky. Yahoo! An engine that could fly in the sky like a bird or a plane or a helicopter. I must tell everyone all about the news, says Thomas. Well, goodbye, Thomas. So long, says Big Boy. Thomas raced to the engine shed as fast as he can. When he got there, he saw Percy was still awake. Where on earth have you been, says Percy, looking very worried. Well, Percy, says Thomas, you will not believe your eyes. I saw that one of my friends who was talking to today, the one that you saw and ran away today, was the engine that can fly in the sky like a bird or a plane or a helicopter. I will tell you all about the rest of it tomorrow, says Thomas, and he went happily to sleep. While Thomas was sleeping, the other engine started to talk about the engine who could fly in the sky. An engine who could fly in the sky, says James. That's not even true. Trains cannot fly in skies. Well, says Edward to James crossly, it could only be your imagination, or it could be real. As Thomas was happily sleeping, he dreamed about the engine who saw today could fly in the sky, and see him all the time flying in the sky forever and ever. And we all know his name called Big Boy.